Ah, well, welcome to class and to your session. Whether you're practicing inside or outside like me, it's a wonderful day. We'll just make our way to our mat. Settle in those sit bones. Lift up through the crown of the head, soften the shoulders. Blink the eyes closed if that feels okay. And we'll just settle in here. A few nice, slow, deep breaths. Maybe slowing, maybe lengthening that breath naturally. Letting the body soften. Letting the mind clear out. Really finding your way to practice. One more nice, big, deep, round breath. And we're going to start in the shoulders with some shoulder shrugs. So we're going to use our inhale, squeeze those shoulders up. On the exhale, drop those shoulders all the way down and back. Two more. Feel how far down those shoulders drop. And then we'll leave them nice and soft. And we'll drop that right ear over toward the right shoulder. Maybe that left hand finds the mat. And we can bring that right hand to sit on top of the head, just for weight, not to press. And then we're going to bring that right hand to the mat and sweep this left arm all the way up and over. And then as we come through center, we're going to reach that left arm back behind. Nice tall twist. Gazing back over that left shoulder, inhaling for that tall spine, exhaling to twist. And then we'll inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, release. Then we'll drop our left ear over toward left shoulder. Maybe bring that left hand to sit on top. And then we're going to bring that left hand to the mat. Sweep that right arm all the way up, over, breathing into that side body. And as we come up through center, we'll reach that right arm behind us, left hand to that right knee, taking that nice twist on this side. And then we'll inhale, reach tall. Exhale, release. On our inhale, we'll sweep those arms back overhead. Exhale, bringing them back down. One more. Nice. And then let's come to our tabletop. Hands and knees. And let's take those hips a little bit side to side, back and forth. And coming back into neutral, we'll cat and cow. Inhaling to lift the gaze for cow. Exhaling to round for cat. flowing back and forth. If you want to hold one or the other instead, of course, feel free. One more. Finding neutral. We're going to walk those hands out for our puppy stretch. Melt that heart down toward the mat. You don't have to get there. Stretch in those shoulders. And then we're going to walk our hands all the way back. Take our knees nice and wide, and we're going to find a child's pose. Maybe touch those big toes together, forehead down toward the mat. You can always stay up more on the forearms here, especially at the beginning if that feels better. We want to be able to hang the head. Find some nice big deep breaths across the lower back, down into the hips. And then we're going to come back up to that tabletop. We're going to extend our right leg, engage the core, add that left arm, reaching out. Find a nice long line here. Keep that breath. Then we're going to release our left hand back to the mat. Hinge at the knee on the right side and send that right foot over toward the left side. Open up that hip. Still gazing down at the mat. We're going to use our breath to draw some big circles. So on that exhale, we're going to draw that right knee toward the right elbow. On the inhale, we're going to sweep it open, draw a big circle. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, sweep and open. One more. Then we'll release, reset, and then we'll switch sides. We'll extend that left leg, engage our core, add that right arm. And then we'll lower that right hand, bend that left knee, open up the hip. And then using that breath into our circles on this side, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, sweep it open. One more. And then release. Again, we'll walk those knees nice and wide. Sink it back. Feel that work in those hips. Breathe into it. We're going to take that right hand, palm up. We're going to feed it all the way under. You can lower your right ear to the mat or the forehead, up to you, whichever feels best. And then we're going to switch. We'll send that right hand overhead and we'll feed the left. Palm up all the way under, bringing that left ear or the forehead to the mat. And then we'll reach that left arm back overhead. One more nice big breath here in this child's pose. And as we start to rise up, we're going to tuck our toes under, walk those hands back. We're going to peel the knees off the mat. Make sure those toes point out. Your heels don't have to get to the mat here. They're just sinking towards it, lifting the chest, breathing into those hips. Maybe the elbows press into the knees to open just a little bit more. And then we're going to walk it back out, finding that tabletop. And into a few cat and cow, inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. Working that back, finding some length, stretching out the core. One more breath. And then into neutral, we'll take our hips back and forth, side to side, all the way to one side, all the way to the other. And then we'll keep the hips to the left. We'll look around that left shoulder, see if we can see our own hip back there. Through center, we'll take those hips all the way to the right, and we'll look around that right shoulder. And then back to center, lowering a hip. We'll find our way into that nice, easy seat. And let's bring our soles of the feet together. Settle those sit bones, grow up nice and tall. With a flat back, we're going to hinge forward, find our fold, and then breathe into it. If you want to round here, once you find your stretch, feel free. And then we'll roll it up. Let's send that left leg out. We'll plant this right foot on either side of that left leg. Grow up nice and tall, reach that right arm behind you. Gazing back, tall twist here. And then we'll come back around, pull this right foot back toward that left hip, trying to stack those knees. Pull those left toes back towards you. Tall in the spine, will hinge toward that top right leg. Find a good stretch that you can breathe into and stay. And then we'll come back up. We'll bring this right foot to the inside of the left leg. Reach it tall, exhale, hinge, and fold. Really sink that chest toward that left leg. And we'll release. Switching sides. Right leg will extend. We'll plant that left foot either side of the knee, coming into that twist, reaching that left arm behind. And then back around, we'll pull this left foot back toward that right hip, stacking those knees on this side, hinging toward that left leg. And then we'll release. We'll bring the sole of that left foot to the inside of the right leg, reach tall, and hinge and fold. And release. All right, let's plant those feet and make our way all the way down onto the mat. Settling in here. Make sure those shoulder blades are nice and low. Settle those hips. We'll do a little bit of bridge here first. So we're going to walk those feet in toward the sit bones, hips distance apart. There'll be an optional arm flow that you can take if you like. But as you're ready, you'll press into the feet, lift the hips, and really take your time slowly coming all the way back down. And if you want to add an arm flow as you press and lift the hips, you'll flow those arms up overhead. And as you lower, you'll bring the arms all the way back down as well. Two more. And as you make your way back to the mat, we'll just windshield wiper those knees a little bit side to side. And the next time those knees drop to the left, let them stay and settle in here. You can bring the arms out to a T, out to goalposts, whatever you like, and maybe tip the gaze up or off to the right. We'll come up through center. Exhale, drop those knees to the right, gaze to the left, settling in. Really let the body start to soften here. Let the breath slow. we'll come back up into center. We're going to pull that right knee into chest toward the outer part of that torso. Give it a good squeeze in. Then we're going to draw some circles with that right leg. Switching directions, circling the other way. Then we're going to support behind the legs. Send that right leg up toward the sky. Pull those toes back towards you. We're going to pull that left foot to plant on the mat. Feel that adjustment of the back. As we start to bend this right leg and release, we're going to cross over that left leg with that right leg and pull both knees into chest, rocking a little side to side, breathing into those hips, massaging out the spine. And we're going to release. And we'll switch sides. We'll extend that right leg. We'll pull that left leg into chest. Give it a good squeeze. And we'll take those circles with that left leg. And the other way. And we'll support behind that left leg, extend it up toward the sky, pull those toes back towards you. And then we'll plant that right foot. As we relax and release that left leg, we'll cross it over the right and we'll pull both knees into chest. And then as we release, we'll unwind and hug both knees into chest. Feel free to find happy baby here if you want. Just a few breaths to really rock things out, massage out that back, massage those hips a little bit. Some nice big deep breaths. Getting ready for that last and final pose. Using an exhale to release into our Shavasana. Feel free to take any props you want to get good and comfortable. Make sure those shoulder blades are nice and low. Relax the arms, let the feet fall open, blink the eyes closed. And just feel that breath moving in and out of the body as the back body melts more and more into the mat. We'll slowly start coming back into the breath. Follow a few of those deep breaths in and out. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Maybe take a full body stretch here, pointing the toes, reaching those arms overhead. And as you're ready, drawing those knees into chest, we'll make our way to either side, rolling to the left or to the right. Resting up as we're ready. Back up into our nice easy seat. Thank you very much for sharing practice. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.